All right, so the first thing I am going to do is to show you how to make the chip bag using a template in PowerPoint. The reason I'm going to show you first off in PowerPoint is because PowerPoint will allow you to be able to use the full sheet of paper. So you want to use something like a high gloss or presentation brochure paper when you're doing the chip bags, because you want to have like that high quality kind of gloss look to it so that it doesn't look like a matte. You don't want to use plain printer paper. Don't get the printer paper from the dollar store. You want to get a really nice grade of printer paper to work with that has that shine to it. The first thing you want to do in Microsoft PowerPoint is you want to go to your design option, and you're going to come over to slide size, and you're going to change it to custom slide size. And you want to make sure that the slides are sized for widescreen, and then you want to change your width to 11. You're going to come down to the height and change it to 8.5 and select OK. It's going to give you the option to maximize or ensure fit, and you're going to select ensure fit. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to bring the template, your chip template, and cover up the entire page for Microsoft PowerPoint. That way you can get the small snack bags that you can buy where it comes like 10 or so bags, small bags that you would normally put in your kids' lunch. You would get at least one of those inside of each sheet of paper, okay? So again, I'm going to show you today how to do this in PowerPoint, and then tomorrow I'll show you how to take this template into Cricut Design Space. All right, so here I have a template. This is going to be the top part of the chip bag. This is the bottom part of the chip bag. We have the left side and the right side of the back, and then we have our front of our chip bag, okay? So that when we take and fold this on each side, these two will be the full size of the front, and then you'll also have your top and bottom that you could actually use your Fiskars on to actually give it that crinkle effect, okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is, one of the good things about PowerPoint is you have more flexibility when it comes to coloring. So I'm just going to do a simple happy birthday type bag in PowerPoint, and then I will print out the finished product and show it to you within the group Ken Dorsey's Cricut and Creative Crafters. Okay. All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want to decide what color do we want to work with. Okay. So this right here is not going to be printing out on your bag. This is just to give you an outline of where everything needs to sit. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go in and we want to insert a shape. And we're going to start out with this rectangle here. And we're just going to make the rectangle be the full size. Okay. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say format shape. And I'm going to come over here to gradient. I want to play around with some funky colors, not really funky, but some different colors. So when you're working with the gradient field, it's going to allow you to choose what colors you want to put in there. So I'm going to put a couple of different blues in here. And I'm going to be using 3 different colors, 3 different types of blue. And then I'm going to delete that one out. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to make a little transparency on this so that I can actually see behind it, and then I'll bring it back to where I can't actually see behind it. So let's go over here. Just want to be able to get a little bit of a glimpse into the color here. might have to take it. There we go. So now I can kind of see behind it to see what my top, my bottom, so on and so forth. So the first thing I did is I created a little folder that has some images in it for me. So I'm going to select Insert Pictures from this device. And I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to select my chip bag template. Let's see, where is it hiding? Here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the image that I want to work with. So I'm going to start out with the balloons first. And I'm going to place the balloons like so. Balloons look like they've been through the ringer, baby. All right, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to insert another image from here. I'm going to take this little princess and I'm going to downsize her. Okay, and I'm going to insert some text here. And I'm just going to put Alicia. Alrighty. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to center this. And I'm going to put it on kind of a cute font here, but one that we can still read. You know, you get some of those fonts that we get carried away. And we're going to put that right there on her crown, like that. All right, and then we're going to go in and we're going to say right click and we're going to copy it. What I'm doing now is just getting the same font, kind of like what you would do in Cricut Design Space, but you would select duplicate. So we're going to say happy, we'll just say 5th birthday. And you can change the colors on the font. I'm kind of keeping it simple here. Excuse me. So let's kind of see what the white will look like. And we can go here and increase our sizing. Put it about a 32. Excuse me. And what I'm going to do is kind of bring her down just a little bit so it doesn't look like it's just sitting, the happy birthday is sitting on her head. All right, so we have the front of our bag designed out. Now we want to take and we want to insert our nutritional information. So I have that in my same folder. So we'll take and excuse me, put my nutritional information on here. And it fits nicely inside because remember, we have this template back here to tell us where everything, you know, kind of sits. And then we're going to take our barcode and place it in. Okay. And you can put it on the left or the right. It's totally up to you. It's your bag. You design it how you like. And then if you wanted to put anything else on the bag, you're more than welcome to do that. It's just a matter of doing insert text box. So you might want to put something over here like, thank you for coming to my birthday party. And you could then kind of center that. You could also change the font on it. Let's see what that looks like. Angelica is pretty. Okay. And let's see what else. And then if you wanted to put anything else, you could put, you know, more balloons over here. I'm not being very particular because I'm just kind of playing around just to give you a feel for how to do this. And okay, so that'll be on the back along with the nutritional information. But you're more than welcome to design it out however you so choose. You can make that more center and bring that more up like that. Alrighty, and then if you wanted to put more, totally up to you, but the basics are in here. You want to have an image, you know, different pieces of graphic in there, you know, happy birthday or whatever type of snack bag you're making this for. One of the things I like to do is I like to insert a text box. And I like to put like a hint, especially if you're going to be doing more than just chips. You know, like let's say the person say, I want, you know, 10 bags of chips and 10 bags of Fritos or something like that. Then you could actually go in and just make a little placeholder here to say what's in this particular bag so that they will know and it'll be easily identified. Or you could say Lay's or whatever the case may be. So basically, you have everything that you need here to do your chip bag now. It's just a matter of going in and bringing back all of your color. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over just a little bit. I'm going to grab my template and cut it. And I'm just going to right click and say new slide. And I'm going to place my template here. That way my template is no longer behind here because we don't, again, want to make it a part of our chip bag. You could duplicate this. I'm going to show you one other thing. You could duplicate this and then you could play around kind of with your colors. We're going to take that and bring back all of our, I think I took the transparency off. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So I think this is a little too shiny for me here. So I'm going to change that color. And I don't want it super dark either. Okay, that's cute. All right, and then the good thing about using PowerPoint is with this gradient, I could easily go in and add one more shape here, or not shape, but one more color to to balance out my top and my bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to add that gold color again. And I don't know which one I selected. I don't remember. I think it was that one. All right, so we are going to move that down. I think I kind of like that along with the darker color. Oh, not that dark. I think it was like that. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to take that over. And this is what I like about designing in PowerPoint is because you have more flexibility with the color choices that you're using. We could even take it and make that this gold color match her dress just by simply going here and saying eyedropper and then selecting her dress. And the same thing, eyedropper, select the pink in her dress, and there we go. Kind of bring out some of that. And we're going to go one more time. Okay. So that's to kind of bring out a little bit of the color from her dress and her crown to kind of make it blend in with the card. And then to have a different color so it's not too much pink, but throw that gold a little bit in the back. And then you have down here in the bottom that these are chips so that, you don't have to, the bags got mixed up, and now you don't know if it's chips or if it's something else. Okay. So that's just my way of thinking. You could easily put that over kind of to the left so that is not as noticeable. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to take this and I am going to, if you are concerned about the lines and knowing where to fold, you could easily go in and say insert and do a shape, and you could put that line, just kind of draw it down here. So you'll know where to, and that's, you don't have to do this, guys. This is just for some that may say, well, how will I know where to fold it? Okay. So when you fold it, you won't really see this line. You can even shade the line a little bit, but it blends in with the blue, so it's totally fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna print this out. I don't have any chip bags, but I'll put something in here. Um, or maybe I'll walk through it on a live with you guys on tomorrow on how to put the chip bag together. But you wanna make sure you're using a high quality, high def gloss paper. Um, or a presentation or brochure paper. Definitely not cardstock, guys. You don't want a thick cardstock, won't work well. You don't want to get the very cheap, thin paper. You want something that has like a gloss to it so that it'll really, really bring it out. And let's see, now that I'm looking at this, I think I want to put something else over here. I don't know what. So I'm going to copy and paste, and then I'm going to bring that over here. So I'll put the thank you for coming on that side, and let's see what else I want to put in here. Our little princess is turning 5 today. And then you could like throw a date in there, you know, just for memories, like that. I think that's cute. Okay. So you have the left side of the bag, you have the right side of the bag. You're going to fold that. Then the happy 5th birthday with Alicia will be on the front. And then you don't want to put anything down here or up here at the top, guys, because that's where you're going to have the little crinkle to make it look more realistic than just plain flat. But I'll show you how to put that together tomorrow. All right. So what I was going to show you, the reason I duplicated this and I totally forgot, was you could also play around with your colors. So let's say you want to do, you know, something a little bit different than what you currently have on your screen. You could play around by duplicating. You can play around with other colors to see what they will look like. You know, so you don't have to stick to, you know, what you have here. That's why I really like playing around in PowerPoint, because you have more flexibility with your color scheme. Okay. All right, guys. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. This is how you use this template. And design out your chip bag in PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. If you have Microsoft PowerPoint, you want me to provide you a copy of my template, let me know, and just provide me an email so that I can email it to you. Not going to post it in the group because I get so many people to say I can't right click on it and save it to my phone or whatever. So I will email the template to you if you would like to have it and you have Microsoft PowerPoint to work with it. And then tomorrow I will show you how to take this template over, or not the template, but how to take this into Cricut Design Space and print it from Cricut Design Space if you choose to do it in Cricut Design Space. And then if you do it in Cricut Design Space, you're going to lose a little bit of your sizing because Cricut Design Space is not going to let you do 8.5 by 11, which is what I'm working with here in Microsoft PowerPoint. It's only going to let you do the 9.25 by 6.75. So your bags will be smaller, which means that you will have to take the chips or whatever snacks, you'll have to take those out and put them in like a Ziploc bag or a little sandwich bag. Yep. And then close your chip bag up. But this way in Microsoft PowerPoint, any software that you choose to use besides Cricut Design Space will allow you to print it bigger so you can use the little small snack bags and you don't have to open them up. You can just put the entire bag in there. Okay. All right, guys. So tomorrow I will show you how to take this into Cricut Design Space, print it from Cricut Design Space, and then we'll put the bag together on a live. If you have any questions about anything that I showed you here, just reach out and let me know. I'm always available to help you. And what else? I think that's it, guys. This is how you design your chip bags. Very, very easy within Cricut Designs, not Cricut Design Space, Microsoft PowerPoint. And then I forgot to take this and copy it to this one. All right, guys. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free in reaching out. You know, my motto is always each one reach one so that each one can teach one. Again, if you want a copy of this template, you have Microsoft PowerPoint, please DM me and let me know and give me your email address and I will email it to you. And if you have PowerPoint, I'll even email this template to you, but just let me know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night.